You are listening to the Yeah, I Said It podcast.
It's your main man, I'm beat.
Ill Ran is back.
DJ, the DJ, what up, though?
J.A. to the Y,
J Young, if you slow.
Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.
Yeah, it's the Yeah I Said It podcast, man. We back, episode, what is it, 145?
Something like that.
Episode number 144. That's what it is. 144 and his haters, man. Ill Ran is back.
DJ, the DJ, what up, though?
J.A. to the Y Young. J Young, if you're slow.
Yeah, buddy, man. 601-641-9474. That's the number to call if you want to get down one time.
Can I say fo?
Can I say, folks?
Oh, yeah. Or send us an email at yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. That's yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. If you have any questions, complaints, cares, or concerns for me, my
Cohorts
cohorts,
and constituents.
please drop us a line. Let us know what it is that you think and or feel.
Yeah.
144 for sure.
So we back at it, man. What's been up with y'all, man, over the last week since we last dropped?
I ain't heard last week's show yet.
Well, you were in it, so.
Yeah, but I like to listen to them.
Sure.
But
You were preoccupied?
I took today off, and I'm gonna take tomorrow off. Just mental days. Just,
Dope.
plus I had stuff I needed to get done. So, and it's always better to do stuff during the week versus trying to do it on the weekend.
You ain't got to tell me.
Yeah. So this is why sometimes I wish I had at least 1 weekday off where I could go handle business. So,
I try to explain that to people sometimes, man. They be like, man, you got bad off days.
Nah.
No, I don't.
like the older I get, the
Got
more
the
I would
best off
appreciate having off days off during the week.
Yep.
They be like, man, you don't want weekends off? No.
When everybody else off?
Yeah.
Nope.
You want me to be off while a billion other people are off.
Right. So yeah,
But
that's
some people they don't get that perspective at all. That
Yeah,
to them-
program though.
Yeah, yeah.
Just bought into the program.
They just think that's how it's supposed to be.
Then I got up this morning. I went to the gym about 8 a.m. And man, it was the best. I love early morning workouts. Like I love it.
Ain't nobody there with old people.
It wasn't many old people this morning. It was some certified dimes this morning. Jesus Christ.
That must be a location thing.
Yes, it has to be. I've been going to the Katy location. So I just went this morning and Jesus Christ.
Trophy wives in there.
That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. I'm like, Jesus.
Sound like he was praying, brother.
So I'm going in the morning and I'll be there
You
tomorrow.
get a repeat.
Yeah, I got to, man.
I go early and it's old people.
Yeah, like the one in Sugar Land.
Figure out how to use the machines.
Yeah, the one in Sugar Land,
Looking at 'em
it's like a old folks home or something in there in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah, but this one, man, this is like Club Caliente or something. This is like, what's that that Spanish channel?
Telemundo.
Telemundo in there when they be having the parties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it looked like in there.
Man, them Spanish channels, boy, they'll
And they
leave
had
most of
all
the
kind of
imagination
different
in them things.
nationalities. They had Colombians, Puerto Ricans. Man, you about name it. Latin America.
Could you tell
they
by
was there.
looking?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's funny because I could tell because I grew up in a Hispanic city.
You can't tell
I
Really?
can.
at all.
I can definitely tell.
I couldn't tell definitely. Like there's some things that you notice are different.
The only ones like I have a hard time distinguishing between is like El Salvadorians and Mexicans.
Okay, I can see that.
But Mexicans and Cubans or Mexicans and
Yeah, the-
Colombians and Venezuelans, I can see it. You can definitely see the difference.
I think there's some things that are noticeable,
Right.
but I don't think it's across the board.
I mean, right. I mean,
I get you.
And that's why I'm like, because
But-
you rarely see that there are black people in any of these other countries, and I don't think there's many in Mexico.
But
They're all
Dominican
black.
and Cubans,
They're all
they
black
got some
black
niggas
black
blacker than
Mexicans.
me.
They're all black Mexicans, and as you know, there are a lot of Afro Latino people.
Yeah.
And especially in
But
places
I
like the
don't know
Dominican
much.
Republic,
Yeah.
I don't know
Puerto
much about
Rico,
black
Cuba.
Mexicans. Like I don't
Yeah.
think I've come across that at all. I've come across
They
black
have some.
everything else.
They exist. They're I actually
I
went
mean,
to
I
school with
assume
some.
they do. But
And that's how you know racism
I went to school with
is real,
some.
because everybody like has a problem with the dark version of their whatever their
Yeah,
race is.
yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, I went to school with
that's
black
kind of what I was
Mexicans.
getting at.
I got you. I got you, my guy. Yeah. What about Asians? Can you tell them apart?
Nah, that I'm still having. I'm getting better at it.
No, I can't.
I'm
I think
getting
it's
better
funny
at
that
it.
people don't think Indians are Asians. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
I
getting
hadn't
better
thought
at
much.
it.
I have had that
Yeah.
thought cross my mind, but I hadn't thought much about it
Yeah, you know, yeah.
But like,
because they're more distinct.
right.
And they look closer to like the Middle Eastern people
Right.
versus Asian. So yeah.
But they're Asian.
But
But,
it's
like-
funny though, cause you got like India, in Southern Asia,
Mm-hmm.
and then you got other Southern Asian countries right next to India,
Right.
or right there, and they look Asian.
Yeah.
Well, what
Well,
we know
typically, right,
is
right.
what we physically know Asians to look like. I don't want to
What we
offend
always
nobody.
call Oriental.
Right.
My aunt said Oriental the other day.
My,
and I laughed.
my mama say that
I'm
still.
a healthy place. I was like, that's so racist, ain't it? You're not supposed
And she
to
don't
say
even
that.
they don't even be meaning it
She
like
don't
that,
mean nothing
man.
bad.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's just Oriental.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So where does Oriental come from?
It was the Orient.
Yeah.
It was just what the land was called.
But I think the Orient,
That
the
wasn't
land of the
very-
Orient only referred to like China or something like that. But
Yeah, like,
a lot of people
so-
think every Asian person they see is Chinese.
Right. Yeah, that part.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, that's that.
I got to give a better
Arrogant
definition.
American shit.
That's just like in Texas. Every Hispanic person, people in
They're
Texas see
Mexican.
is Mexicans.
Mexican. Yeah.
And they don't be Mexican.
They don't be Mexican.
Some of these people do not be Mexican and will get mad if you call them a Mexican. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're so close to Mexico, though.
Yeah. And then if you go upstate, and I've seen this, like you go like upstate in the East Coast or something like that, every Hispanic person up there is Puerto Rican.
I've
Unless
wondered
they
that.
dark skinned.
I've wondered why.
If they dark skinned, then they Dominican.
I wondered why there's so much influence from those countries, those smaller island countries
Mm-hmm.
on the East Coast, and there's not Mexicans there
Well,
so much.
Because if you look at,
Don't
okay,
most of them have farther to go.
geographically, obviously we're going to have more Mexicans here because we next door to Mexico in Texas. But,
And they just stop there.
yeah,
We just
Yeah,
go
I
to-
mean,
we
it's an
just go to
opportunity.
We
You just
go
going
New
to the place
Mexico
with the
and California.
opportunity.
yeah, in Arizona and
Yeah.
stuff.
It's just you just looking
But
for opportunities.
I know back in like our grandparents' days, like there was a
'Cause that's a big shift to go from
Yeah.
a Caribbean island
it was like
to a
something that happened in New York.
cold-ass northern state.
Yeah, but it was like a lot of work for them up there in New York. It was like a lot of work up there.
There wasn't no work in between.
I guess not. You got to think of the time though. Like the South was still largely undeveloped during these times when they were migrating up north.
and people were you could just come through Ellis Island and get
Right.
you could just come through.
Right.
Like they were letting everybody come through there.
Because you know a lot of the cities up north are older than the southern cities. So it was already
You look confused.
cracking and stuff up there. It was already money was already
'Cause
circulating
it
up
still
north.
look like you skipping over a whole lot to get there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you skipping over a lot, but you going to where the money is. You going to where the work is.
And you're going to where you can get in for sure.
Right.
Like if you go through if you try to come through Florida, they're not letting you in. They're trying to keep you out. If you go to New York and you go through the whole Ellis Island situation, you're getting into the country. So it's less of a fight. So
And
that's it. It's just I'm going to where I can get in.
in the 30s and 40s, when these people were migrating here, Florida was largely undeveloped. Georgia was largely undeveloped.
You would have had to come through that swamp, huh?
Yeah,
That's why they were doing so much business in Cuba.
right,
If you think back to that, like they had casinos over there and the whole nine.
right.
So That's why Myers Lansky was. That's why he was a big deal.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of business there.
Did y'all know that Dallas has like a sizable Puerto Rican population?
Wow,
No.
Yeah.
no clue.
They here in Houston too. They definitely here. It's not as sizable because Houston got everybody. It's not. You see
That's for sure.
everybody here.
That's for sure.
This is, I think, the most diverse city in the country. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, I came across something that said Houston was probably the most diverse city.
Yeah. From my understanding, we are.
You can definitely get every cuisine here. That's for sure.
Yeah, easily.
I've never tried though,
Really?
but I'm not a foodie, so I don't care.
Yeah, I got you.
I go what's convenient.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
not
just-
interested in going and trying.
You got no fufu?
No,
Just in my daily, like just 1-2, just running around,
I
like
might
you,
be the only person I know that's never tried fufu.
you got to try it.
Yeah.
I don't care enough though. Like somebody's gonna have to want me to try it because I don't care.
I
if
want you
never
to
eat
try it.
I want you to
You
try
got to
it.
do more than that. You got to put some
You
effort
just,
in.
you just said somebody's got to
gotta
want you to try it, man.
Okay, we'll see how that works out for you then.
No.
Smart ass.
I mean, I'm just going off what you said.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well-
even just going around, like just regular, everyday, you see some of everybody here.
Yeah. Agreed.
You
Really
hear,
large Nigerian population too.
I think
Like, really large.
the 77099
South Side.
zip code, which is in the A-Leaf area, that zip code has the largest Nigerian population in the country. Like,
Definitely.
like central, you know,
Yeah.
like it's more Nigerian people in that zip code than any other zip code in the country.
And you got doctors and car dealerships.
Yeah. And they kids are athletes too. Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
And one rapper.
shout out. No, I think it's two of them. Two of them because you got Toby and you got Max O'Cream. He's Nigerian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah, yeah. Max O'Cream.
I ain't shocked though.
Cream click.
Yeah, he's Nigerian.
I ain't shocked at all.
Yeah. So
I looked up my son's basketball team was like 90% African.
yeah, you
All the
see a
hype.
lot of that in A-Leaf. You see a lot of Africans in A-Leaf.
Yep.
And another thing you'll see in A-Leaf, you'll see people who look like us and they speak Spanish.
Yeah.
You see that all the time in A-Leaf. A-Leaf like a mini NYC on the cool, man.
I seen some dudes who was like 2-3 shades darker than I am.
Yeah. And speak Spanish.
Speak straight Spanish.
Right.
He walked up to me talking Spanish.
Right.
I
Right.
mean, I can hang for the first few words. I got that.
Yeah.
But like past
Yeah,
that, bro.
yeah.
Finding you. That's all I got.
That boy started going real fast.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, you miss me.
Yeah. And where I used to live,
Slow down a little bit.
where I used to live, it was like a lot of Dominican people. It was just like that one area. It was like a lot. You would see them in the summer. You would see it's a lot of them out there, and they look
See
like.
him in the summer. Why in the summer?
I mean, I'd be at the pool and just out and about, and they'd be out there.
talking to I said it show.
Yeah, they'd be out and about. They
Where are
looking,
we going with this?
looking like Monty and Reese. They be out there looking like Monty and Reese and speak straight Spanish.
Yep.
They look like light-skinned black folks.
Team light skin.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, and speak straight Spanish. Now your dog, he's got. I guess he's relaxing.
He's relaxing.
Yeah,
He want to get kicked out, so he laid down.
I feel you, doggy. I feel you.
So what's on the agenda, man? This the podcast. We jumping it off. What's on the agenda?
So, I had a question for y'all.
Question.
And I wanted to ask this for the last couple of weeks, but we always just jump the
Can
show
we
off.
do questions next week? I got it.
We should do it this week. We can do it this week.
Yeah, Ray, you good with questions?
Yeah, you good with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What rapper? Because I'm gonna make this
MC Hammer.
a music question
Oh,
because
sorry.
they like when we talk that music talk. So, what rapper
Be legit.
do you think
Oh, sorry.
deserves a Grammy that has not won a Grammy?
Oh, snap.
I've been wanting to ask this question for like the last 3 weeks.
That's a tough one. Because I really don't know. Like, I really had to put some thought.
Royce.
I didn't want to say Royce because I figured that would be the first thing I would say.
Right.
So I'm
I
trying
mean,
to
say
think.
it.
Huh?
Say it, nigga.
Royce?
All right.
But I wanted to think of something else. So I like someone who's been around.
One of mine would be Scarface.
Yeah,
I think Scarface deserves a Grammy.
I think so too. I would also
I'm still
say.
thinking.
I would also say. Little brother.
Yep.
Twister.
Definitely Twister.
Definitely Supreme.
Definitely Twister.
Twister had an era.
Yeah,
He had no
Definitely
classics,
Twister.
but he had an era.
Nah, he's got a classic.
a classic. What?
Adrenaline Rush is a classic.
You know, it got to be more than just you who thinks that.
It is more than me that thinks that. Maybe I'm the only one in this room that thinks that.
You gotta be more than you in Chicago.
But stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Adrenaline Rush is a classic.
I mean, I like it.
It's a classic. Twister rapped at a very high clip on that album.
No, that's not. That don't make it
And
classic.
I'm not saying that's the only thing
Yep.
that made it classic. I'm just making my point. Why I think it's a classic.
But he's done that over the course of time on a lot of things.
Man, in my eyes, that's a classic album.
I mean, I feel you.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a personal
just talking.
classic, even if it's just a personal classic, I think it's a classic. Period.
So what makes it a classic?
Well, I tried to start talking about why I think it's a classic. And
Yeah, well, now I'm asking.
first of
You
all,
may answer now.
he rapped at a very high clip on
We
the
already
album.
said that part.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going through this. It's a personal classic, if nothing else. Even if the masses don't think it's a
Did he cover all
classic.
the bases?
For me, he did.
Okay. Enough said then, huh?
Right. Yep.
So, so we got Scarface, Royce, Twister, Lil Brother.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? Does Lupe have one?
Lupe, did he get one for Superstar?
I wouldn't call it.
No, I'm saying
Oh,
did he
did
get a
he get a
Grammy?
Grammy? I don't know. Pause for the cause.
All right.
So you said Lupe got a Grammy?
Lupe won a Grammy for Daydreaming.
That's really dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was trying to think of. Okay, I remember Daydreaming now.
Yeah.
I fell asleep beneath the flowers
Mhm.
for a couple
Of
of hours.
hours. What a beautiful day.
Okay. Not one of my favorites.
Yeah. But he got a Grammy for it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty.
So who did we think needed a Grammy? Twister,
Scarface, Royce,
Royce,
Little Brother.
Little Brother.
Yeah. I think
I'm
all
cool with those.
are worthy of Grammys in my eyes.
Yeah, I can see that. What about Wayne? Did Wayne get something?
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure Wayne got it.
Wayne had a hell of a run, man.
Wayne said he wasn't turning down nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
He wasn't turning down nothing but his collar
I don't blame him.
for a good minute.
Yeah.
And everything was excellent up in Wayne's world. What was the question, DJ? Or did you not?
What? Oh no, I got you know the crazy questions.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap. Here we
yeah.
go.
Let's go.
Are you ready for it now?
Yeah,
Oh,
let's
shit.
go. Yeah, he got a Grammy. Lil Wayne he got a few of them.
Okay, we'll just do 2 questions. We're gonna make it easy.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah, the first answer. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
For Iran,
Uh-oh.
would you rather have a threesome with 2 female little people or 2 7-foot-tall women?
Mm.
I think the deciding factors are neither of those statutes that you've mentioned.
You have to answer the question. Sir.
This nigga here, man.
7 foot tall women.
2 7-footers, or 2 midgets.
Could we split the difference?
Nigga
You
want
are.
the best of both
You are.
worlds. The best of both worlds, huh?
I feel like Bill Burr.
I'm trying to.
I think it's better when you just say midgets because at least you know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh man,
Oh, that wasn't Bill Burr. That was Tom Segura.
I
My
got.
bad.
You know, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really don't know. Dog. I really don't know.
Really?
Cause it feel like a trick. Like
No, it's not even a trick because one of them's just tall. Like, it's just a taller version of a woman. Like, it's not like a thing. Like,
He said
I wouldn't feel
the
like
thing.
awkward. I wouldn't feel awkward if I was with a 7-foot woman. I would definitely feel funny about being with a little person. Me personally. I
Man,
wouldn't judge anybody else,
I
but
just keep picturing like this super tall, lanky
yes, long legs.
with man features. Like I'm not
I
thinking.
don't know why.
When you say woman that tall, I'm not thinking soft, subtle, what's the word?
Supple.
Supple. I'm not thinking of that when I'm thinking 7-foot tall woman.
Oh,
Point
man.
taken.
That's hilarious.
Point well taken. But they look how you want them to look.
I want them to look. Then it kind of doesn't matter then.
I'm just saying, she's 7 feet tall though. This is the point.
I gotta pick one.
Yeah. That's how this question
I can't go
thing
one
goes.
of each.
This nigga.
So you want one midget and one giant?
Yeah.
That nigga said giant.
That way I can just stand in the middle. Yeah, we can look like an equalizer.
Oh, you gonna let her give you head while you eat her up? Just standing there.
It sounds like balance to me.
Oh my God.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
that's what. That's my final answer.
Nah.
1 and 1.
Yeah.
Jay Young. Huh. Okay.
I hope yours is worse, way worse than mine.
Why?
Cause I think you can handle it better than me.
Why?
Would you rather come loudly every time you fart or fart loudly every time you come?
That's such a stupid question.
Come on, DJ. That's a stupid question, man.
This is one of the questions, man. Like,
Oh, that was definitely a stupid. I'm glad I didn't get that one. Let me make a note.
You know how
dumbass question of the
awkward that
day.
would make the situation?
yeah. So which one you going with?
I'd have to come every time I fart.
All right. See how he did? He just handled it. He just answered and keep it moving.
Yeah.
You can't elaborate more.
Because if I'm intimate with someone and
It might be the last.
I
time.
reach my climax and I fart loudly, that's gonna throw off the whole mood, and yeah, that's gonna mess everything
I
up.
just thought about something I read on Twitter. Because people ask questions like, what's the most awkward thing ever happened to sex? And so this dude said he was having sex with a chick and he farted and it stank. He said, so during the movie, right? He said, but then he blamed it on the girl.
That never happened to me.
Which doesn't make sense because it's only two of y'all.
He
That
said,
never
then she said she'll never have sex with him again.
Yeah.
Because he liar.
That never happened to me. You know the craziest thing that happened, and it's happened several times.
What's up?
I caught a Charlie horse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, that happens.
I'm talking about
yeah.
in the car. I've caught a Charlie horse, had to get out, thing hard, trying to walk the Charlie horse off outside with a stiffy.
But have you ever, been, like, you know how you can feel the Charlie horse coming on? It
Oh,
ever been
man.
coming on, but it feels so good you still keep going.
Yeah,
You
'cause I'm trying to- that happens,
whatever,
that happens,
nigga.
yeah.
Like,
That happens. I thought I was the
If he
only person
dies,
that happened to,
he
man.
Right?
Bruh, here your dog go. As soon as we start talking about pussy, nigga, man, quit yawning.
You gotta ignore him.
Okay, so here's my question. Would I rather crap myself every time I orgasm
Nope.
or get a boner every time I see a dude? What? That's the
Say,
question,
man,
man.
get your dog ready. Nigga make me
That's a
up.
much easier question though.
I knew you was gonna say that too. I'm like, what you gonna say?
Bro. Hey, man. So,
I just have to get a boner every time I see a dude.
so
I
you'll be
I can
sitting
hide
in
a
here
boner.
can handle
full
that.
stiffy.
I can hide a boner.
Yeah. It ain't like you walking around with a loincloth on. You can't do nothing about it.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
nigga said a loin cloth. You out of there.
A good pair of jeans, you all right.
Yeah.
What about sweats?
Don't wear sweats.
Yeah. I can
They the
control
most
that.
comfortable shit in the West. All I've been wearing.
That's what
Not if you-
everybody
not
here
if you
got on
throwing
sweats.
That's
boners
all
out.
I've been wearing since about October is sweats,
Not if you
man.
got random boners coming every
Yeah,
time.
if you
Nah,
know.
you just won't wear sweats.
You better learn how
There's
to.
never a
tuck that-
time when
tuck
crapping
that.
yourself is the better option. Like
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
I'm not doing that.
Never. That's for sure. Not you for sure out of there. You mess around and boo boo on yourself afterwards.
It don't matter what you wearing.
Yeah, you out of there. Like she
Yeah, I
never.
know.
Yeah.
And she gonna talk about you bad to everybody.
So. Okay.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah, I thought it was.
We got more questions?
Yeah.
Let's
Easy
do it.
question for you. Easy question. Easy question. Armed with a helmet and a baseball bat, you're attacked by a mob of 10-year-olds. How many 10-year-olds can you take out before you overwhelm?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
How many's in the mob?
100.
100.
You gonna take all of them out?
They all gotta go.
That's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
The whole 100. He
Just-
got the whole 100.
99 and leave one to tell a story.
He'll ran the powerful.
Oh man.
I'm
That's,
being
that's so
attacked?
bad,
Yeah.
man.
You been attacked. They're trying to take you out.
That's so bad, man.
Come on, man. Easy decision.
Better them than
Me
me.
versus you.
Better them than me, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One or two 10-year-olds, you like find a way out of it. A mob of them, there's a possibility that you die.
That self-preservation kicks in. Yeah.
Okay. Jay.
Next,
Oh shit, I get another one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Would you rather date an ugly rich girl or a poor good looking girl?
A ugly rich girl.
Simple as that.
because beauty is skin deep.
And ugly is to the bone.
Yeah.
To the bone.
Cause just cause you think she ugly, I might not think she
And
ugly.
she ugly to you. That's
She
the
got
point.
that, yeah.
She
gotta be
ugly to me?
you to
Yeah.
make the question viable.
Man, I still take an ugly rich girl over. Man, cause end of the day, yeah, I take an ugly rich girl. I'm just gonna make it simple. I take an ugly rich girl. I ain't never dated a rich girl. No, I'm lying. I have.
See what that?
No, I have. I have. I
Yeah,
have.
that's
I
good.
got actually. My resume kind of throw actually.
You dated an ugly girl?
Nah, not that I thought it was ugly.
Not on purpose.
Man, I didn't think she was ugly. I had somebody
cute to
tell me
me.
she was ugly.
That sounds specific, Jay.
Yeah, I had somebody tell me she was ugly, but
Damn, Jay, your gal ugly.
it was after the fact. After the fact.
Still ugly.
It was after the fact.
I
Like
had my
after
cousin tell me that about an ex.
after I stopped messing with the girl.
Oh,
She said this, and
I
quote,
still don't
you
think the
usually date
girl.
real pretty girls. I'm like, what?
Nah, my partner just told me she was ugly. Like, man, you remember you messing with that ugly ass girl? Like, she wasn't ugly to me, dog. Like she was, she
You
was
were looking at her in sections.
she was skinny, but she wasn't ugly, dog. She
You know, some people they'll call someone ugly because of a feature that they don't like, not because the person is actually ugly.
she was skinny, but so what?
That might have been his thing. Like he don't like skinny girls.
I think so.
So to him, that's
If
ugly.
you see his wife now, then
Huh?
I'm saying if you see his wife now, then you would assume like, he must don't like thin women. 'Cause the girl was not ugly to me.
You like them meaty,
Yeah.
curvy.
Yeah, I like curvy women, but
Is she ugly?
no, she's not an ugly woman.
Oh, okay.
She's not an ugly woman.
So at least
I
you
like-
got that part right.
Yeah, I like curvy women, but I don't discriminate. I like them thin too, because the thin one that's gonna be my gym partner. That curvy one ain't touching the gym.
She touching pots and pans.
That's it.
though.
Yep.
That's it. Thin ones though, we can go to the
thought that was
gym and be the couple in the gym working out and that whole thing. I've only had that once for a very brief time, and then I couldn't take her, so that was
couldn't take
over.
her?
Like it wasn't working out between us, so that was over.
You couldn't deal with her.
Yeah, my personality did not match.
I think like definite ugly is like a specific thing, but ugly is a spectrum. I mean, just like beautiful
There's
is
a spectrum
Yeah.
of ugly.
Yeah, but then there's a certain thing like we used to say.
What about the richer she is?
Cause
the
she
uglier
could
is?
be ugly, but she could have. But look, because see, my thing is like I like a
You
woman.
gotta find a midi in there.
I like women with
she
nice
look like
shapes.
a gargoyle in the
Like
film.
I like nice shapes. You go back, like everybody I done messed with had a nice shape. Even if they were skinny, she still had a shape. So
Round is a shape.
So it
no,
is.
you know what I mean, man.
Okay.
DJ, you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, boy, if her head look like a triceratops.
Man, look, y'all. Like I say,
That's a shape.
You know you've seen that before.
it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Them old trapezoid shape.
because man, at least if she ugly, she got something else to offer. You know what I'm saying? Is she rich and ugly? She got
That's-
something else to bring to the table. Is she just fine and broke? Man, hell,
You just live off your bread.
fuck that,
She might be really nice.
baby. I got 3 kids. Man, I'm not no. Anybody who get
We
involved
can
with me,
find a way to make this work.
anybody who get involved with me gotta have something going on. Period. 'Cause I got 3 kids, and they come first.
But they your kids. They not her kids.
My kids come first for me.
That's
I'm not
the way this
spending money
works.
on nobody else.
That's not the way it works.
Well, it's how it's been working for me.
It's backwards, Jay.
Well,
Yeah, that's
that's okay.
not the way.
That's okay.
not
I'm
how
not.
it's
I'm
set.
not out here looking for love in all the wrong places. I just want some pussy.
Oh,
That's looking for love in the wrong place.
Well, whatever. It's not
Moving
love.
on.
I'm not looking for love, nigga. I got needs as a man.
moving on.
That's it.
Moving on.
So I
Your hand
love.
ain't broke, nigga.
I love somebody, and
601-641.
I want to be with who I want to
9474.
be with. If I can't be with her, then I'm finna fuck hoes.
Hey, y'all call and let us know if you choosing rich and ugly over.
Man, why
Good
my
looking
question got to
and
get blasted like that? Why
Well,
can't
y'all
they
could-
call
y'all
and
could
say
choose-
if they
y'all
want
could
to beat up
choose-
10-year-olds?
Y'all can choose dwarfs over
Or
9
have
foot-
threesomes
what was it?
with 7-foot
tall-
women.
7 foot tall women.
Yeah. And you can't split the difference like the ill one did.
601-641-9474.
I don't care nobody. I ain't messing with no broke female, period.
What would you pick? The 2 midgets or the
this nigga's
2 7-footers?
I don't like tall women, so I
He's
picked
a
the
gold
midgets.
digger.
No, it's not about gold digger. I don't need nothing. I got my own. I don't need nothing from a
You
woman.
sound just like a black woman.
But I don't
right
want no woman to need me for that. Like I'd rather a woman come to the table with her
now. Jay
own.
sound like a woman scorned right now.
No, I don't, man. I just say I
Oh,
don't.
your voice was higher.
I'm just saying, like I don't want a woman to need me for that.
For anybody listening to the podcast right now, he's actually a dude.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
I can take care of my own.
I can. I can. I'm not taking care of mine and yours. I'm not taking care of mine and yours, man. Hell nah. I ain't like mess with no broke ass woman.
Bring something to the table
Yeah.
other than a chair.
Period. Like straight up, man. I ain't messing with no broke ass female.
Now, I ain't saying she a gold digger.
Fuck out of here. Like she got, I ain't saying she gotta be, make a just bring something to the table. That's it. Like if you work at
Tablecloth.
Walmart, we can work with that. That's cool. That's cool. I'm not asking her for nothing. Like I don't need.
Preferably if you work somewhere that gets company discounts.
So could you date a woman that made more than you?
Absolutely, I have.
Yeah.
I've dated a judge, straight
What?
up, and a scientist, straight up.
All right.
Hand to the sky, like straight up.
It's taking a turn.
All
This is
right.
now a show about
Well,
just
actually,
relationships.
the scientist, I made a little more than the scientist because she was just like getting in. And,
How you end up with a scientist, Jay?
what was that?
chemistry.
Blue cheek.
Come on, man. That's a good one.
And she worked for NASA too. She works for NASA.
She wasn't no airhead.
Oh my God.
This is rocket science.
Yeah.
Did y'all do random experiments?
Mm-mm.
Nothing about molecules and none of that.
Yeah.
Why you get so quiet, man?
Cause
Just starting.
I just leave it at that. Like I ain't a scientist. And,
The scientist.
so scientist. Yeah, she worked for NASA. It was,
You gotta be careful.
Was that a judge? Was that a judge pun you made when you put your hand to the man? Was that a judge?
no, it wasn't. I was just saying, like,
We
okay,
didn't miss that. By
like,
the way.
yeah, okay, but nah, just like seriously, like I'm being 100% honest. Like I have a judge on my
So help
resume.
you God.
Yeah, I have a judge on my resume. I got somebody in Houston City Council.
So help you God.
Yeah. It just be like that, man.
Did you have to stand up when she came home?
Your Honor.
That nigga said your honor. That nigga said your honor. Hell nah.
Oh, man.
That nigga said your honor, dog.
You ever get too loud on the phone while you trying to get pizza? She be like, order. Order.
Nigga said order.
Yeah, man.
I know that was corny, but
That nigga said order. Fuck out of here, dog. That nigga crazy.
did you make your own pizza? And you just looked at the dough and said, all right.
Nah, but yeah, to answer the question, I had no problem dating somebody who made more money than me at all.
Did she wear regular clothes under her robe?
Yeah.
She ever naked under her robe?
No. No.
Did you have to hide like mallets and stuff? Meat tenderizers?
Man, it wasn't that deep, man. I
Did she ever bang the meat tenderizer? Try to get your attention.
Nah, actually, it's funny because she was like very emotionally unstable outside of work. Like she cried a lot, and yeah, it's like, oh, here we go. Like it's somebody like brought me down, and I already deal with depression and shit. And she brought me down. I was like, nah, I can't be with you because yeah, you bringing me down.
When y'all had sex, did she ask you to bang your girl?
Tripping. Tripping, man. You tripping, man.
I'm just saying.
Well, she had to be a good person, you know, not to pass judgment and all.
It's my turn. It's my turn, man. It's my turn. It's my turn, man. This is karma because I gave it to DJ 2 episodes ago about his grown ass son. So it's my turn. And I brought this on myself. I should have kept that shit to myself, man. I knew the judge one was gonna get him. I knew when Rand heard judge, I already knew. When I said it, I was like, Rand is gonna have a field day with this judge one. And he didn't let me down.
I might be done.
No, you're not. This is
I
gonna
ain't
be
done, but I'm gonna stop.
this is gonna be a reoccurring theme throughout the rest of this episode.
Speaking of, did y'all see that post of Judge Judy? Outside of her judge, her robe and stuff like
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm not gonna speak about it. You have to look at that and comment on your own.
Mm.
You seen it, Joe? I mean, Jay.
DJ
Judge
looking
Joe
for it
Brown.
right now. DJ looking for it. What's that? The light skinned judge lady, the black lady.
I don't remember her name. I know what you're talking about though.
I kind of got a little thing for her, man. I don't know why.
Oh, the one with the attitude?
Cause you like judges.
No, I don't,
It's right in your
man.
wheelhouse.
I don't just. It just happened. That's one of them things.
Do they leave the robe at work?
Nah,
They bring it home.
she brought hers home.
Bring it home, then disrobe.
No, she would take it off before she left, but.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
That'd be some strange shit to see when you driving home. You pull up next to the judge,
This is like a choir robe on.
sitting in a
it.
Honda.
Yeah, nah, she would take it off before she brought it. Came on.
What did she have on?
Judge Judy Shapiro
Shining.
shining. Who's Shapiro?
Robert Shapiro.
No, there's another Shapiro.
Man, Robert Shapiro, the only one I know, man.
Okay, never mind then.
What did she have on?
I don't know. It's just like some regular clothes,
I'm saying, but like,
but it was just like showing her body
right.
that you didn't see before.
She's pretty busty. That's what I was talking about.
She's shapely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. I knew
Yeah.
that was coming.
I'm not gonna bang that gavel too hard.
I hear you, Rand.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Where were we going with? What were we doing?
I don't know. We was talking about dating ugly women.
Ugly women.
Yeah.
By the
And
way,
then DJ asked me, would I have a problem dating someone who made more money than me? And I said no.
you had a scientific judge
No, I had a scientist and a judge.
at the same time.
No, nigga.
Oh,
No.
because you know. Never mind.
The scientist was like super down to earth. It was crazy. Like if you just
All the way
seen her,
down to the molecules.
yes. Like if you seen her, you would just think she a regular around the way chick. You would know this chick is a scientist. She was from
She was never outside of her element.
she was from Washington D.C. She from D.C. And it's always tripped me out. Cause she got the D.C. Y'all know the D.C. You familiar with that accent?
For sure.
So she sounds just like Taraji.
Oh shoot.
Cause you know Taraji, she's got a thick Washington D.C. accent. Yeah, she had a really thick accent.
I'm not sure what the DC accent is.
Go listen to Taraji. Go listen to Wale. He's got it.
Oh, okay.
Listen to Wale. He's got that accent. Taraji P. Henson has it. I mean, it's a few people. If you go back and watch Martin early Martin, you could hear it. Because you know he's from D.C.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could hear it in him early.
He was born in Germany.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
And she ended up working for NASA.
Yeah, she ended up working for NASA, man.
Yeah, a cousin works in this.
All right, where we going from this now? Because I'm
I'm letting go.
that's it. You done?
I'm done.
Nah, I would have no problem with dating nobody who made more than me. What about you?
I'm not.
What about you,
I don't
Ryan?
have that kind of ego.
Nope. Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to know that about y'all, man, because I know somebody who would have a real issue with that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But
dude,
why?
why?
Why is that an issue?
Because he wants to feel like he's in control, and
I don't need
But
it like that.
does that put you out of control?
he feels like it makes him. This is just from conversations I've had with this individual. I don't know. He feels like he has to financially control situations. Like he's one of those people. He controls things with his money.
Yeah, that's
So if
Okay,
he,
well that's where the problem is.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he don't have nothing else.
So if it's a situation where the woman don't need him for money, then it's like, what else do we got?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
He one of them guys who say that's all they want. No, nigga, that's all you got to offer.
that's all you got to offer, basically. Yeah,
The same thing go for women. All you want is pussy. No, that's all you got to
that's
offer.
all you got to offer. And that was my point from earlier. Like, dog, you need to bring more to the table than pussy, dog. Pussy easy to get.
Come a dime a dozen. and
Pussy
like
is
$1.
the two easiest things to get is water and pussy. Like straight up.
I think dick easy to get for women.
I
But
would
I'm
know.
just saying.
I would know.
Depending on where you are.
DJ, I think you gotta relax.
I said for women,
Yeah, but you know, how would you know this?
because niggas is thoughts.
In
Women is
general.
dots too.
Niggas is thirsty. That is different. Like,
Nigga, no.
listen, man.
No.
listen,
Women is
Here's-
out of there.
Here's what I'll say.
Out of there.
Some women are like that. Most niggas are like that.
You'll
Like,
be surprised.
like,
You will be surprised.
I would say if you got 100 niggas, 98 of them, it will do just about
Yeah.
anything.
And a good 85 of the women is like that.
I wouldn't say that. That's way too high.
Shit.
Way too high.
Shit.
So basically, what Jay is saying is he's a hot commodity out here in these streets.
Okay, what
Most
changed
dudes don't have
Anything
no
from a
value for their
Walmart
dick.
clerk to a
what
judge.
changed my opinion on that
That boy hit all the spectrum.
was when the Boosie thing happened,
Hence
right?
the scientist.
So when they announced that we were shooting the video, oh my God, my inbox filled up that same day
Right.
with women who was just on some whatever.
But that was the position you were put into.
But
What
I'm
about the
saying
average
though,
man?
huh?
What about the average man who don't have
I see what you're
Boosie
saying.
on the speed dial?
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
So like for
I see what you're saying because
for a
I'm just
regular-
looking at it purely from my perspective, but
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
and that's about an
get what
opportunity
you're
and the
saying.
come up in her eyes.
Yes.
So the sex
Yes.
is just a means to an end. The niggas is out here thotting for the sake of thotting. Like you really just trying to get a nut.
Like,
That's
there's nothing
it, bro.
coming
Like you
after
gonna get
that.
nothing else out of that.
So what would your number be?
Well, for the women
Yes.
who like that,
Yeah.
probably about 30%.
Okay.
30% of them are like real live, just don't care, and some of them like they just don't view sex as a big deal. It's like, okay, well, I want to have sex. You want to have sex, so we did.
Man, I had exes coming out the woodworks.
Yep.
Hey, big head. Nah, bitch, I ain't talked to you in a decade. Fuck out of here.
You know what else? Another one, like, hey, big head, hey you.
Yeah. That's the hey you is the one. Yeah, hey
Yeah.
you.
But yeah, they
We need to get together and catch up. I bet we do.
yeah. I think most dudes don't have no value for their dick. Like it's just like
I think the older you get and the more you experience, it sounds gay if I say pussy don't excite you.
I mean, I understand what you're
But
saying.
it's like I said,
It's not
like
as important.
Yeah, it
yes,
don't
you
move
got to
you.
bring more to
Right.
the table because, like I say, pussy is easy to get.
Yeah.
It's super easy. So
I
it's
think
like-
that's very
When you got
relative.
a
Yeah.
video with Boosie.
Yeah. I think
even
it-
before that, it was before that, pussy easy.
but it's still
Ran, keep it
relative, though.
real. Like, I know and I respect.
Nah,
I
we
respect.
can't do that. We can't do that.
Okay, DJ,
Okay.
pussy easy to get.
Relatively speaking.
Okay, I think.
Relatively speaking.
All right.
Because like
I
so-
don't see you having a problem with getting pussy.
No, that's not what I said. What I said is still relative though.
Nah, I get
It's
you.
like the things that like certain things come easy to me. Like talking to people comes easy to me.
All right.
So everybody don't have that as a gift. So for that person, like that's a brick wall for them. So unless the woman's coming out,
Dude,
and
I'm
busting it open and saying,
antisocial,
"Hey, guy."
and I still turn down pussy.
No, but I'm saying, but again, you still have a certain je ne sais quoi about yourself that allows pussy to be attracted to you.
I got
Everybody
you.
don't have that.
I got you. Yeah.
So the average dude walking around like he like, have you ever seen niggas beg? Like I have homegirls, so like
yes,
nigga,
yes,
these
yes.
niggas out here.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Niggas is terrible.
boys is down. They going out so sad.
Saying, like
Niggas
I'm
is
like,
going
y'all
out
niggas all the way
sad.
simps, dawg. Like for real. Like this is not.
You know something? I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. I've never hopped in a DM
Oh yeah, for sure.
in my life.
Yeah, that ain't.
Now,
the-
granted, I for the majority of this social media
I wanna
age,
try it.
I've been married, and even now, it's like
you
but
gotta relax.
Yeah.
even now,
could-
even
I thought about it because I kept hearing about it, and I was
Yeah.
like, it almost sounded like it would be fun,
Yeah.
but I know I wouldn't be able to justify it.
I
If
think
got
a
caught
young
doing
Rand
that.
would do it on some troll shit.
Well, that's
just
what
to
I'm
see
talking
it.
about.
Yeah,
It-
just to see.
That's what I'm
Like,
talking about. But
Unless you
I
straight
wouldn't
up
be
get your
able to-
permission slip
Like,
signed
oh
that
shit,
this
she
is what's happening, don't do that.
Yeah,
It
I
ain't
wouldn't. I
worth
wouldn't
it.
be able to explain that I was just playing.
So you got to say it on the front end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hadn't thought about.
I
that.
know the younger you
But-
would do it just on some troll shit. Just
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then she mess around and be with it. You oh shit.
Oh, whoa, oh shit. Okay,
Man, Miracle Watch hit me back.
what do I do now?
Niggas say, what do I do now?
Hey,
You
Lyra.
just take your thing.
About that date we had.
Yeah, I don't have enough money. Nah. I've never hopped in a deal.
Picnic date
Ever.
with Whataburger.
It's
You
a
take a woman on a date with a coupon. First date. You met a chick. It's a first date. You got a coupon or Groupon to a nice restaurant.
I
Would you-
definitely
would you-
doing a Groupon. Definitely would do a Groupon. Definitely.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think that's a great way to do it.
Yeah. Cause you don't know if this is gonna work out. Man, I'm not investing no whole bunch of money into a first date. I'm just not doing
Even a
it.
step further than that, like, how much does it take to be a deal breaker with this chick?
Yeah.
What are your ideals like? Because mine don't lay on spending a bunch of money to impress someone.
Right. Right.
Mine lay on how much we enjoy whatever it is that we're doing.
Cause see, the thing about it is, for me, a first date, like you say, like I had to get somewhere intimate, not on some sexual stuff,
Right,
but
right,
I
right.
want to get somewhere where we can sit and talk.
Yeah.
Because I need to see if I really like you, if I could have a real conversation with you in person
Yeah.
versus over the phone, just to see if I could
I'd
really
rather go
even be
paintballing.
around. That's actually not a bad idea though, because
What
you,
if she light skinned and bruised easy?
hey man,
Come with the
that come with the territory. Yeah, that's actually a pretty cool first date. Like to see, like but yeah, I'd have to see if I can even be around you.
I'm all in on things that are competitive. I like games.
Yeah.
I would prefer to be like in the game night atmosphere. We can do
Right.
different types of things. Like maybe go. And I don't mean like
Go-kart
game night.
racing.
Yeah,
They
like
one speed.
go kart, bowling, pool, like that whole.
I had a first date. We went to a temple.
A temple.
Like a mosque.
It wasn't a mosque.
Y'all had to pray.
No, but it was like cool because it was kind of like almost like a museum. Like it was a lot of art and different things. Like it was really cool. It was just something different, and it was like a lot of open areas where you could just walk and talk and see the architecture of the place and different
On
things.
some bougie shit.
Yeah.
But it was a
I
cool
would nerd out
vibe.
over something like that though.
It was a cool vibe, and that's what we both did.
Yeah.
We both did. But yeah.
I could do that.
That was the judge chick, matter of fact. I know. But yeah.
I'm gonna let it go. I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm not gonna judge you on that.
No judgment zone.
Y'all are so immature.
But like something like that would be cool.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff, and it didn't cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like I don't see I see guys who take women to like Steak
Does a
48.
chick that's a judge analyze stuff too much?
This chick didn't. Like I said,
She left work at work.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like outside of work, she was very emotional and
Because when she went to work, she had to be a character.
right.
It's almost like being an actress. Like just go, and you get into that mode, and you just looking at the facts, and you just. Because most judges don't ever have to really make decisions. They just really interpret what was given. Say this, say that. Be stern. Do that whole thing. Make you feel
That
a certain
seems
way.
like that is the opposite of what's natural for a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because from my experience, women only base their decisions so much on logic before it's just how they feel about some shit.
I mean, well, you've only been with one woman, so
But I've talked to different women and
The-
in conversation, like you can't.
What kind of
drive-
conversations were these?
It doesn't matter. Like anything that you would
It
debate
does
about.
matter. It does matter.
How so?
You're married. These conversations can't go certain
What the hell,
directions.
I'm saying if you're talking to a person in some sort of debate about anything, us,
Logic first.
we're
Yeah,
gonna
as
go with-
men, yeah.
we're gonna
As
go
men, we go with
first.
logic. Yeah,
And
definitely.
a woman will decide on her point first, and then
Based
try
on
to
how
make
she
it fit.
feels.
Everything is emotional with women. They go off emotions. We go off logic. We go off
Which
what
means
we
they
can
shouldn't
see.
be judges.
Yeah, but she's
I'm
a
not saying
judge. She's
I
definitely
just
a
said shit.
judge.
I know if she can do it, she can do it.
Yeah.
But it's gonna come to a head somewhere, and apparently that's where you saw the.
hmm Absolutely. But yeah, I don't believe in spending a bunch of money on a first date at all.
What about a second?
Mm-mm.
When do you spend a bunch of money?
After we're in a relationship, for an extended period of time,
What about flying chicks out?
and that's out. But my best friend do it with no problem. Put them up in condos, and
Yeah, but he owned the condo, so it ain't like he paying extra.
the nigga owns the condo for the sole purpose of flying women. That's the only reason he got it.
But if I flew women out, I would like, I'm only flying you one way.
That's out, man. I'm not doing it.
Hey man, what was? Oh,
Like if you fly here, I'm flying you home. Like that way I can
Yeah.
control when you leave.
Oh, you a control freak.
No, not no control.
I'm just messing with you.
$49.
I'm just
After
messing
3
with you.
days, if you got on my nerves, hey baby, your
Yeah.
tickets for tomorrow. Like
Yeah,
I
you
need
gotta get the fuck out.
to be on your way.
Yeah.
jump on old spirit.
Bitch,
That's
fuck
terrible.
around. She got on my nerves too much. I got your Greyhound ticket. Yeah, bitch, you finna catch the bus.
Catch this Amtrak.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Mega bus.
There you go. There you go. Get your ass out of here.
That mega bus was cool.
Look, if you take a chick out of town, is sex expected? If y'all never done it before.
I've only taken one girl out of town. So I don't know.
Man, you gotta ask the question that fit better, man. Like,
No, I'm saying like, okay, look, you're going to. You don't have to be nowhere crazy.
So it's just a girl, just somebody you seeing.
You finna go to Miami. You know this chick. You
she
say, hey,
wants to
look,
go. You gonna take her?
like, hey, look. I'll
Am
go
I
with
footing
you.
the bill?
Yeah,
I feel like a good majority.
Sex
of
is
this podcast
absolutely
would get me in
expected.
trouble.
really.
Sex is absolutely expected. If I'm footing the bill, I know I sound like a pig, whatever.
It's
Whatever.
part of the package.
Yeah, whatever,
I
man.
mean, what else you got?
Like, I'm being for real.
Yeah.
I'm spending my hard-earned money. That's the least you can do.
Come up off that box.
That's the least you can do.
Yeah. How much is it worth to you?
Fuck out of here, man. I'm not. Look, man, we can sit at home and be in each other's face for whatever.
Yeah.
Like, if I spend my hard-earned money to take you to Miami, man, come on, man, stop playing with me.
I don't see.
We grown, nigga. That shouldn't even be a
Yeah, I
debate.
was gonna say, like,
We
I don't
grown.
see you taking a chick
Yeah.
to Miami that you
I'm just
don't
asking.
know that
Yeah.
that's gonna happen anyway.
We grown, nigga.
So what if you get there?
That's already explained before I even spend the money on the ticket. Like,
So I'm saying. So that's the point.
you know, it's Mr. Nasty time. Once
Right.
we,
No, listen. So that's funny because I was waiting for somebody to say that. To me, it's more about the conversation. If you don't have the conversation, I don't expect anything because we haven't conversed about it.
No, that's a
And I-
conversation we having.
I'll be upfront about that, right?
Yes.
But like, we're not getting there and talking about it there. It's not.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Right.
I like to think we were past that point before I decided to get tickets.
But
to
I
go to
think he's
Miami.
just talking about somebody you just been seeing around and
Yeah. Like. Let's
Yeah,
just
like
say
I'm
this,
saying,
right?
I don't see that being a
Okay, so
thing
let-
that happens.
But let me give you a scenario.
it
right?
happens, man.
So
I understand
It happens.
it's
but
it's
I'm just
February
saying,
now.
it is
Let's say
February.
you're dating a chick and you and this
You
chick
just
been
got your
dating.
taxes back.
Really?
That got to be a factor.
No.
I
stop,
don't get
nigga, stop.
taxes.
No, listen.
I pay taxes.
Yeah.
DJ pays taxes.
I have to. Look, it's like this.
Me too.
Yeah,
You dating
ain't no
shit.
tax returns happening over here. No.
Y'all been dating. for a little while. Y'all plan a trip that's out. So this isn't happening like anytime soon. Y'all going on this trip in July, right? March come around, she mess it up. You done with her. But you already got this trip planned. You already got an extra ticket. You can change the name, whatever. So in May or June, you meet this new chick. And you going on this trip in July. So now it's like,
Bro, if I met her in May and the trip in July, I guarantee you I done smash before July, bro.
that's why I changed it to end of June.
Even June.
God, this nigga.
It's got to be late June.
Okay, so June
Like
30th,
my birthday.
y'all meet.
Yeah, okay, we met on my birthday.
Right.
Okay.
And then this trip is like for the 4th of July.
Oh, man, that's too soon,
That's
man.
Way
Yeah.
too soon.
That's too
So you just
soon.
gonna go by yourself? Or you gonna just burn that money?
I'm just going to, man.
No, I'm saying like
call
you,
Jay.
you
Yeah, that's
gonna
what I'm
dub it?
saying. I'm going to call one of my peoples.
That's what I'm saying. So how you handle? That's what I'm asking. Like,
Me and
do you
Rand.
take
Ain't
the
gonna
new
be no
chick? Do you be
female.
like, hey,
Me and
come on,
Rand?
let's rock? Like,
New chick can't
I'm
go.
taking
Yeah.
Rand before I take Jamal. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Rand can't go. DJ, you up?
Yeah.
If it's going down this list,
It's
my
going.
can't go.
It's going to be Jamal, Rand, like somebody. I ain't asking Quinn. Quinn ain't going. Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
but yeah.
So look, you talk to a chick on Instagram. You meet a chick on Instagram. Fine little love. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Okay.
So y'all about to hook up, right?
Yeah.
Met on Instagram?
Yeah, like you slid in the DM.
Somebody
whatever.
slid in your
Y'all met,
DM.
right.
So you done put up a gym picture,
Pull up my
You know what I'm
Instagram.
saying?
and she done slid in your DM.
Yeah, so like
It
it is what it
happens.
is. So
I get a bunch of
You
Guitar
finna go over
Center
there, right?
ads and shit like that on my Instagram.
but she had just went to the dentist that day
Mhm.
to get her tooth filled. I mean,
Okay.
get her tooth fixed. So mouth game out, right?
That's fine.
Then
I
she
like
tell you
pussy
that her
better.
period down, right?
Oh, that's an
So,
issue.
so she telling you you can either run a red light
Uh-huh.
or backdoor action. Like what you do? Like how you handle
Both.
it? This nigga say I'm a grown man.
I'm not. Look, man. Nigga, I done ran red lights. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, we gonna put a towel down.
I was waiting for.
We gonna put a towel down. Give a fuck out of here, man. Shit. Look, you call me what you want. I don't give a damn. Shit.
Yeah, Red shaking his head.
I don't give a damn.
Red, what you doing?
I'm not playing this game.
Let's be running that red light.
Come on, man. What you gonna do?
I done spent my money. Bitch, I don't
Nigga said sport.
Man, I don't get me some pussy. Dog. You tripping, man.
Red, what you doing?
Tripping, man. I've only successfully done the other thing once.
Yeah. Yeah?
I've only successfully done it once. And it was okay. It was
said-
cool.
That's a lot of loop. I've been getting it wrong all these years.
Yeah. It was
That was one of
cool.
them jokes.
When we got going, yeah, it was all right. It was all right. So, yeah, I'm doing both. Like, the fuck?
Red, what you doing?
I don't know, man. That's one of those game time decisions.
For me and Coach.
It's in a game time. That's- I can see where. Shit.
You know what that nigga gonna do? You know what that nigga gonna do? Hey, yo, Doe, let me out.
Oh man, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. Yeah, I ain't going. What you doing, DJ?
Hey, man, I'm an adult, man.
There we
Listen.
go. Man, look,
Hey,
I'm
listen.
doing both. I don't give a
Fear
fuck.
don't stop nothing but a
Don't
sentence.
stop nothing but a
That's
sentence.
good, you know what I
Oh
mean?
man, my nigga,
Trying to tell you,
my
black couch game.
nigga. Say, man, give a fuck about you being on your period.
Yeah,
Nigga.
you can walk through mud, you
Yeah.
can through blood.
Be all right.
Yeah,
Shit.
leave, man.
We be
Where
all
the
right.
sayings coming from?
Shit. I ain't doing no tripping, dog. At all, nigga. Hey, man.
Yeah, ain't like we can't take showers.
Right, that's at my
I'm
point.
saying, like, hey,
At my point, and we gonna jump right in the shower. You know, I'm going with the move, man. That's it.
yeah, Rand said I ain't answered the question though. but
Keto
it's
know
all
how,
Yeah,
man.
man, I'm deflecting. I don't know what y'all even talking about.
good. Act like you ain't never ran a red light before, man.
Have you, nigga?
Oh,
That nigga not answering. Oh no.
So if a caller call in and ask you the question, you're not gonna answer it. I'm just asking. If somebody email and like ill ran, you ain't gonna answer. You gonna do the people like that, Ran?
You
Of course
think,
not.
You
It's
think
the Yeah I Said It show, and you ain't saying it.
you think your brother done ran him a red light before?
If I had to guess, I'd say
I
yes.
know this nigga money to ran him a know this nigga Monty. I know Monty have, man.
Yeah, I would say my brother's have.
I think my brother had. My
All
brother
three of them.
grimy. My brother. I think my brother. If I had to guess, my brother is definitely ran a red light. Cause that nigga worse than me. And I don't give a damn about a red light. So, yeah. Especially if I'm up, if I'm hot, I'm gonna fuck, man. I'm on my period. Ain't what? Shit, put a towel down. Let's go, man.
A towel down.
Yeah.
Y'all tripping, man.
Hey, I guess I am. That's how I feel. Man, I'm grown.
So, Dwayne Wade
Yeah.
was
Okay,
on
here we go. Now
Ellen, and he talked about his son is Zaire, right? No, Zaire is
Zaire the hooper.
the basketball player.
Yeah, he the hooper.
So, which kid was this?
Zion.
Zion, I
Zion,
think.
yeah, Zion. And he now refers to Zion as Zaya.
Yeah.
Came out as transgender.
Mm-hmm.
At 12 years old.
12 years old.
So he said, this is his quote. So once Zaya, our 12-year-old, came out, first Zion, I didn't know if everyone knows, originally named Zion, born as a boy, came home and said, hey, so I want to talk to you guys. I think I'm going forward. I'm ready to live my truth. And I want to be referenced as she and her. I would love for you guys to call me Zaya. I looked at her and said, you are our leader. You are our leader. And it's our opportunity to allow you to be a voice.
What?
No, man. Man, that's tough. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a
Ain't
tough
tough
one.
for me.
But ain't no, you are our leader. I'm still the parent here. I'm
Right.
never telling my child you are, no, I'm still
You
your,
ain't leading nothing.
you
but
ain't
your
none of my
group
daddy,
on,
like my mama used to
what's
say.
that game?
Yeah.
You can be the leader on Call of Duty.
Right,
Yeah.
man. Nah,
Remember Joe Bell?
that part, nah, I'm not with that. You ain't lead nothing. Nah,
I'm not that progressive.
nah,
I don't know.
nah. I ain't with that.
I think people have found comfort in sexuality by like making it as fluid as it is, but I don't think they've looked into how far this thing can go and where we'll stop people from making the choice on what they can identify as. Because I bet if that same child decided that he didn't identify as black, I bet he'd have something to say about that.
Oh, man.
I bet if
Yeah,
that
I
child
can
came
see
home and
that.
said, Dad, I identify as Caucasian.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Yeah, because you got to deal
Okay.
with
Okay.
black people shit. Even
Yeah.
if you wanted to say I don't feel like I'm black.
Yeah. So
That's
how would you?
almost like, nah, I don't know. I was gonna say it's almost like, a slap in the face to women who have to deal with women shit.
Why you always slapping women, man? What is with you in this?
What are you talking about? Have I said that before?
You have a whole episode talking about it's just a regular slap.
Why
is
would you
true.
bring that up?
You asked the question. I answered it.
I don't want to do this with you, Joe.
I mean, you named the episode just a regular slap.
I'm just saying. For women that have to deal with women shit,
Right.
and a man who's not able to say I identify as a woman
Mm-hmm.
seems a bit disrespectful to women.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
How do you know what it feels like to identify as a woman when all you've ever been is you? All you know is that you identify as who you are. Like, I can't even say I know what it's like to be a man. I only know what it's like to be me as an individual. Like, I don't know what it is to be, like,
You don't know how to
You
be
know
a
what I
white
mean?
man.
I don't know how to be nothing but me. Like, I don't even know how it feels to be you,
It's different.
right?
It's different.
Right. Certainly.
Oh
So-
man, I get it. I definitely get
That's
it.
what my problem lies.
Yeah.
It's like, so we've decided what that feels like, and that we think that we feel that, we say that we feel that way. So, oh, I must be that. I tell you, it's just like that man who decided he was gonna be a bear. He was out there with them bears, and
The Bears didn't think the same way.
Nah, you ain't no damn
buddy,
bear.
oh,
Nah, bro, you not one of us.
You ain't one of us. You one of
ain't
us.
built
Let's see
like
if you can
that.
take this.
Yeah, can you do this?
Can you do this, nigga? Fuck you screaming for? Nah. Get up. Get up. Nah, he ain't dead. He ain't dead. Get up.
Yeah. So how would you deal with that, Jay? Or well, let me ask you this question first. What do you think about his response to that, Dwayne Wade?
Yeah, like I said, like I'm not with that. You are our leader.
It's way too politically
Yeah,
correct.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm the parent. Yeah,
So
I'm
okay,
not to say that my child doesn't have a voice.
right. Okay, let's take that part out.
Yeah,
Just the overall.
With how much voice?
I'm okay. So it's nothing that's gonna make me stop loving my child.
True.
And
Got a little light voice.
okay, nothing's gonna
Sorry.
make me stop loving my child.
I didn't mean it.
And I would have no choice but to eventually, after I process it in my own way, accept, this decision. But it is going to be met with some apprehension
Yeah.
on my part, and I'm just being honest.
Sure.
I'm just being honest as a man.
I think we have to be able to have the conversation though.
Yes, as a man, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt definitely. And it will definitely be met with apprehension. I can't say what I would do in that situation, honestly, because that's jarring. Like
Yeah.
that's a dog.
Yeah.
I honestly don't
Dad,
know
I need to talk to you.
what I would do if Jalen came to me and said, "Hey, Dad, I'm moving forward. I want to be called Jayla."
Yeah.
Like, nigga, but you about to go to college for football. Like, how's this gonna work? Like, just some shit. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do in that situation. And I thought about this
Yeah.
after I read it. I thought, as a parent, I don't know how I would handle it.
Yeah.
Like, I know it would take me a while to process it.
Rand, what do you think about the child making the decision at this age?
Too soon. But I do think that some kids, it's just in them. I don't know how it got there, but it's in them.
Do you
So-
believe there's a gay gene?
Yeah, they got them at Forever 21. Okay. Sorry.
This dude.
I'm back.
Fag gene.
Nah, I don't know where or how it gets in them, but if you think back, you could probably think of at least one kid, male or female, that you knew in elementary school that did not fit in with their.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that comes from, but I'm not fit to just let you have it like that, because I don't know if it's real or not.
Right.
Like, you gonna have to go through some civil rights type shit.
You gonna spray the nigga with water?
I'ma
What you?
put the hose on him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't gonna do all that. But I'm just saying, like,
We definitely gotta have some conversations.
I can't even have the conversation until I process this though.
No, I'm
But-
good in the moment.
just what if though? What if Zion, that was his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
had always been extra feminine, and it was noticeable. And then at 12,
His parents have probably had time to accept that.
that's what I was gonna
And
say.
they see it
you
because
already saw that. Like,
I know a friend of me and the nieces. She has a son, and since this boy been about 2 years old, he like, that little nigga gay, and she didn't want to accept it for a long time. Finally, when he reached adulthood, I think he's like 20 now. She finally accepts it, like, but he still hasn't came out.
and when he does, he gonna be like, "We already know."
Yeah, like nigga, we knew you was gay when you was 2, nigga.
But like,
You
so, but
always gonna get-
transgender don't mean you gay though.
What the fuck does it mean, then?
That means you identify as a different female.
Okay,
as a
Tank.
different gender.
Okay, Tank.
No, what I'm saying is,
I know what you're
you
saying. I'm
have
giving you all
a
the time,
trans,
man.
like you have a boy.
There you go with this
Born-
bullshit.
No, who's born male, identifies as a female, but is gay as a female, so she still sleeps with women.
I'm gonna call it gay.
So if your male son sleeps with chicks, he's gay.
If he look like a chick,
Oh
I'm
man.
gonna call him gay.
Oh my God.
But gay means it means homosexual, meaning same sex.
I'm gonna call him
He's
crazy. I'm gonna call him crazy.
Biologically, he's a man,
Right. And he's sleeping with a
but
woman.
he's sleeping with a woman. So, it I guess clinically,
Yeah,
It can't be gay
Clinically,
by the very definition of the word.
biologically, it's not gay.
I'm gonna keep it simple on that.
Figuratively, it's gay. But
You better have a word for it then.
biologically, it's
Want
not
me to say
gay.
something else.
He's straight.
He's not straight. He's not doing straight shit.
If he's sleeping with a woman, he's straight.
But if he's dressing,
RuPaul
We
is
can't
straight.
we can't even say because the gender lines as far as
if you
clothes,
identify as a woman,
that shit out of there now. It's niggas walking around here in purple
minute.
jeggings and
if
shit.
you identify as a woman,
Uh-huh.
but you sleep with women,
Mm-hmm.
But biologically, you're a
Caitlyn
man.
Jenner says,
Biologically, you are a man.
I'm not gay.
If Caitlyn Jenner out here still taking down women, then
Still taking down women.
if
still-
if you identify as a woman, therefore you want people to believe that you are a woman and you're sleeping with women.
but biologically, you are a man.
Right.
Apparently, you don't give a fuck about biology when you just ignore that thing in your legs.
But he don't ignore it when it's time to get down, though.
You don't have no choice.
But what the
He
question?
could've chopped it off.
Yeah,
He chose not to.
the
It's not that simple. Because you was born a man. And you
but see
know
the
that's not
question,
just
the
that-
question and not the question is it gay, right?
Yep.
It's not. It can't be.
If a man
If
and
I gotta-
woman
if I
sleep
gotta
together,
treat you like a woman, and then you go out and sleep with a woman, you gay, my nigga.
Gay, my nigga.
Nigga, that's gay.
oh my
Gay.
god, yeah. All right, man.
I'm just saying it's all confusing.
Yeah.
That was what I was driving more than anything else. Because this is very confusing.
Yeah,
Like I saw a video
confusing.
on the YouTube, and like they were arguing the whole LGBTQIA community. They were arguing amongst themselves about what they want to be called and what they don't want to be called.
Man, ain't got nobody got time with it. Look, man.
I like what Flame Monroe said. Flame Monroe said we gotta stop trying to force people to accept us.
Right.
We just gotta be who we are.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. I definitely agree with that. Shout out to Flame Monroe. Funny comedian too. But Flame says a lot of things that are controversial in that community. Flame identifies himself as he, she, we.
Yeah, he probably does that just because. Because everybody's doing all this other stuff, so it's just like,
Oh, the
I'm-
contrarian in him.
yeah, I'm a take it and flip it around so y'all realize how silly this shit is.
What I wonder is what we're gonna do when people decide that they don't identify as humans.
Apparently, the nigga that wanted to be a bear has already done that.
Yeah, he failed his experiment. But like, what if I go to the court? Okay, like the other day I got stopped right here in the good old Mo, right? I got a ticket. Rightfully so. I deserve the ticket. Cool. What if I go to the court and I tell them I don't identify as a human and all these laws apply to humans?
They
and I
put
don't
a straight
identify
jacket
as
on your crazy ass.
They ain't gonna give a damn what you identify as.
But what if I want to, like all these laws are written for people. I'm not a person. I don't identify as that.
Do
I don't
it.
identify as a Homo sapien.
Do it and let's find out what happens.
No, I don't believe that, so it's not gonna work. I'm saying like, what does that? So if you saw that,
I'm gonna be like, shoot him, shoot him.
so I mean, like, if somebody started like promoting that hey, I don't identify as a person, do you think people would support that movement?
Anything to get out of paying a ticket.
If they heard
If it works for you, I'm doing
if
it.
they heard it in that way, you definitely will get a following.
Yeah,
They'd all be criminals, but
yeah. The criminal people definitely gonna get behind
jump
this
right
one.
on that one.
They definitely get
Criminals
behind,
and crooked
especially
lawyers.
if you get over. Oh,
Yeah.
nigga, you gonna be a criminal martyr. They gonna love you. You gonna be getting all. You gonna be a metaphor in all kind of rap songs.
Yeah.
Boy, they gonna
Be a
love you.
punchline.
They gonna name a strain of weed after you.
Yep.
You should do it, nigga.
DJ Kush.
Yeah, smoking that DJ.
Yep. I forgot I wasn't a man no more.
Yep.
Found myself in
I
the
identify
woods.
as a god, and gods don't have to listen to the
Human logic and
Yeah.
human laws and stuff.
I don't have to abide by that.
I'm superior to you, peasant.
You human,
I cast you to hell.
You mere mortals.
mere mortals.
I think it'll work.
You
I'm
should
not
try
gonna
it.
try it.
Well, there's that.
I'm willing
Maybe
to
somebody
let
will
you
hear
live
this show and
if
try it.
Only you will bow down before me.
I think somebody should.
You gonna get your ass shot. You go in one of these small town courthouses and do that shit. Shoot them.
What if I call?
I like turtles.
What if I call like a media outlet before I do it, and have them to broadcast it, or
Boy,
just go live on Instagram?
You trying to be a viral sensation?
you
No,
got.
I don't want to do it. I want to inspire somebody to do it though.
Yeah, somebody
I
gonna
wanna
hear
watch
this
that
show
clown
and
show.
try it. Boy, this is gonna be a train wreck.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yes. Like even if somebody just did it as a television show and just like see, because, and the point of it is this:
Really?
I'm sorry.
if we can go against one thing, why can't we
Should've
go against
queued that
another?
up earlier. What you say now?
If we can go against one thing, why can't we go against another? If we can go against our what was naturally selected to be our gender, and decide that, hey, no, I got a dick and balls, but I wasn't supposed to have it.
I'm not supposed to have.
Somebody messed up.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
I got
This was a
somebody else's dick
mistake.
involved.
This was a
Yeah.
mistake.
Pork
So-
and beans. What do you say? Frank and beans.
Yeah, beans and Frank.
No.
So I could decide that, like, hey, look, man, I wasn't supposed to be born a person. Well, really, I'm an owl.
Who?
Mike Jones. So, I mean, again, like, and the reason why I'm saying all this and sound real silly, I'm sure that somebody's going to push the envelope beyond where they thought this was going to go. And then they eventually going to have to realize, hey, we got to reel this back in. Because you got to have boundaries somewhere. And when people can decide that they're not what they were born, like, Jesus, like,
Yeah, that's different.
Like, you don't get to pick and choose.
yeah.
Not at all. How far we go?
No, I'm
Nah,
done with
we
this.
good.
So I got another thing.
Go ahead.
Have you guys heard about Erykah Badu and her new fragrance?
Yes.
Yes. Bad idea.
You don't want to smell Erica Badu Poutine?
No,
I bet it don't smell
I
like it.
definitely don't want to buy it in a bottle.
I want to smell it, but I don't want to buy it. Because I'm afraid, like, if I spray it,
What?
if I spray it and get, like, I don't know, get on me, I might start wearing shit like shoulder pads and snow boots. Dressing like Dre was dressing during the Stankonia days. And yeah, I'm just not
Yeah,
really
you just
go
gonna
there.
get a look for that one. Shoulder pads and snow boots.
That's the kind of shit that nigga was wearing after he was fucking with Erica Badu. Had Common out here looking crazy. And, nah, I'm cool.
Common was just dressing like he played. What's
That nigga wasn't dressing like a rapper.
what's that game when them people be hitting the ball through the little holes?
Nigga,
What's that shit called?
Hmm.
The little European game where they got it's like golfing, but they don't. It's not a hole in the
cricket, nigga.
ground. Nah, it ain't cricket. I know what a crumpet is to play cricket. Nah, I hope more people
Croquet?
get that joke.
No.
Croquet.
Mm. Yeah.
Did you already know that, or did you look that up?
No, I just said croquet. Man.
Okay. You played before?
Nah, I ain't paid
Nah.
that shit.
You play if you spray some of that badge on you.
I don't think that scent will smell.
I want to smell it in person.
It's not,
fuck
man.
up,
It's
fuck
gonna
up
smell
perfume.
like plastic or something.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
wanna
gonna
smell-
I
actually.
want to smell it in person, dog.
But
I
I
want
mean, you got to go through these experiments to try to match the smell. Like, I don't think it's really going.
You know, she's not the first person to do this, though.
They didn't. Ain't that what whatchamacallit did in
With-
Boomerang?
Gwyneth Paltrow did it with a candle.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Yeah.
What? Did you? Is that information you already knew? Also,
Yeah, I knew that.
This happened like
Yeah, but
last
you're
year.
DJ.
Sorry.
This happened last year.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so crazy, like that people would buy a candle to smell like Gwyneth Paltrow
Who is she?
Punani. She's an actress.
Okay. Well, there's
She's
that.
married to Chris Martin, right?
Don't look, I don't know all that. That's white people news. I don't really watch that.
What if it was for J-Lo?
For J-Lo?
I say it's a few of them that I want to smell, but I want to smell it in person. I don't give a damn about no spray.
I don't. It just smell like water.
No, I mean yeah, it smells like water, but you know it all got
You
that
can buy
little-
some Evian for $2.
Okay. We all know the difference between pussy and water, though.
Yeah.
It's a different smell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you wanna just
the essence in there. It's like,
Yeah, and it's a difference between. I swear, that shit got pheromones in it.
It does. It definitely does. Cause your whole body reacts. to
Yeah,
it.
because when you smell that, because it's a difference.
This
Because
is
it's
what
not.
happens when you date a
It's a
scientist.
difference
It's
between
not
metaphors
stank.
and real rap.
It's not the stank coochie.
Oh, I thought you said steak.
No,
I was
stank.
about to say I just got hungry.
I bet you did.
I was thinking of steak.
I know I did.
Yeah, I
I
got hungry for different things. so-
100%.
Yeah, this nigga want a steak.
Oh, real steak.
Yeah.
There must be some black.
You want a
couch
fur
thing
burger.
that
That
y'all
part.
got going on over there.
Chaco Taco.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now I want ice cream.
Nah, but yeah, it's a difference. So like they say, smell like water. I get that part, but no, pussy has a smell.
Well,
So the baby was obviously smelling somebody else's pussy, cause he got a break baby on the way. His baby mama is upset about that.
Oh, she is
the baby
not
is
having it.
a baby.
She is mad. She's
Big mad.
doing rants on Twitter and all kind of crazy shit. I'm like, damn, baby, just a week ago you was rubbing this nigga long big toe on the plane, and now
wait a minute.
you mad? Yeah, it's a picture of her rubbing his feet on the plane.
And now what?
And now he's having a baby by another chick, and she's on Twitter putting
Makes sense.
putting up rants and shit.
That sounds like it lines up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She's mad. Her mad.
I can see that.
Her big mad.
'Cause she
Oh,
was
little
rubbing
tink
his feet.
tink. Man.
Shout out to the Carolinas.
For doing Carolina stuff.
That part.
I don't know what that meant. I just said it.
Yeah. I understand.
So nobody here is here for the Eric Badu coochie perfume,
Nah.
coochie fragrance. I don't want the fragrance. I want to smell the real thing.
Yeah, me both.
Or
I think you have more opportunity than I would.
shit, if I do it, man, you can live vicariously through me. Shit.
Yeah. I don't like the vicarious, but
So are we gonna talk about the biggest topic of the week?
which is?
Gayle King.
Hmm.
If we don't want to talk about that, I got another question. If y'all want
I
to
kind of do and kind of don't.
skip over that, I got something else.
We gotta tackle it. We can't wait till next week though.
Yeah, we damn sure can.
Let's tackle it. Huh.
Okay. I'll say this about it. There is more context.
Yes, it is.
If you watch,
If you actually watch
she
the
didn't
interview.
push it that hard like they made it seem like
Yeah.
she was throwing shots at him.
She pushed
Now-
hard enough though.
Yeah, she did go further than she should have,
Right.
but she didn't stay on it. She didn't like do the whole I think he's wrong shit.
So, do you think that Gayle King is a funky dog head bitch?
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about the subject first, and then we'll get to that.
Then the funky dog head bitch.
Yeah.
But I just what
No, I'm saying because there's something specific that we got to say that I want to say about that.
I just want to know what a funky dog head bitch is because I've never seen one.
You've seen at least one,
I've seen a funky bitch.
but not the dog head.
You see, the dog head is a whole different element.
Well, if you watch that interview, that's kind of like sums it up.
Okay. I watched the interview and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, after watching it, I was like, okay, she backed up off of it like pretty smoothly. It seemed like she was about to go there and then she didn't.
It seemed like she's about to take a shit or something.
Okay, so here's my issue with what she did. Was she wasn't being a leader. She was being a follower. She was following like the news that was already out
Yeah,
as it pertained to that. So to me, that's what was wrong. And
it's also what's expected
what do you mean?
that somebody's gonna say something about that,
Yeah, but she didn't have to be that person.
right? But I'm
Because
what
yeah,
I'm saying, like,
yeah,
it's not surprising that
Yeah.
it comes up in the conversation because she was like, well, I have to ask the question, something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, but
But she didn't have to.
Right,
Could have,
yeah.
but So
Yeah.
she referred to Kobe Bryant having I don't want to just say a rape case, but basically a rape case put on him, and eventually was acquitted for, right?
Yeah.
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 But it seemed like she wanted to make sure that she said something about it.
If I'm not mistaken,
Like she was trying to get a certain response.
if I'm not mistaken, weren't those rape allegations actually proven to be false?
Yeah.
No, the lady refused to testify.
Okay.
So then it was dropped.
Okay.
There was a decent amount of evidence to say that it was not a rape.
Right. If you look at the evidence, you draw the conclusion. Like, okay, yeah, they definitely had sex, but like what you're saying.
It was
like,
consensual.
right. And
Yeah.
then so
I got you. Okay.
yeah. And so my problem with what Gayle did was if I was in Lisa's corner or if I was her, like I would have just turned the story around and asked her a direct question.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, so to your friends who've done X, Y, and Z, is this a part of their legacy? And then she get the point that it's like everything that happened to you is not a part of your legacy. It's not. It's just not.
And it's funny because Kobe spent a lot of time actually advocating for women. He was one of the biggest supporters of the whole WNBA thing.
Yeah, they
And,
talked about that
yeah,
too.
and all of that. But
And another thing is
This-
this: if Gail, okay, if Gail King was interviewing Kobe, she wouldn't have asked him that question.
I don't know. Didn't she do R. Kelly like that?
But R. Kelly was on trial for something, so she just asked him about what he was on trial for. It's funny. You know what? So here's my point. When she was interviewing R. Kelly, she didn't ask him about all the hits he wrote. Why? Because it's not germane to the thing that you're talking about. So just like that, same here. This isn't germane to why you're not interviewing Lisa Leslie to see what her thoughts are on Kobe's trial. Like, that's not, you know what I mean? Like, that's not even how that goes.
right.
You just asking her about his life and his legacy. So just stick to that.
All right.
Like,
Except for that one time.
it's more reason for her to ask R. Kelly about all the hits he wrote for all the different people than it is to ask Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant and a rape allegation that he was acquitted for.
And there you have it, folks.
Yeah.
601-641-9474. Do you feel otherwise?
So as far as funky dog headed, we got to do better. Like, we cannot.
Call her that, or she
Yeah,
can't
we-
be that.
Yeah, we can't be saying that.
I cringed when I heard it.
We
I
cannot do
cringed when I
that.
heard
Yeah,
that.
I kind of felt that too.
Like, ooh, no.
Yeah,
It's like, whoa, Snoop.
like, yeah, you being way too emotional. Like, you acting more like what you saying she is than what she did. Like,
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? Like, you have control over your emotions.
Absolutely.
Like, you claim to be solid and be all this. Well, you're not acting like it at all. Like, you acting like an unstable female.
Absolutely.
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, like, in that, and I get being emotional, but you still have to control yourself, and you got to realize who you are.
Yeah.
He has to realize who he is. You can't
Yeah.
go out there and say that, because then you won't come back and, you know, our queens and our, nah, man, don't do that. You
Yeah.
can't do that.
Except for her.
Right. Like, you can detest what she did and you don't have to tear her down. It's just like the same issue that I have when people talk about sports. Like, don't talk about the person, talk about their play. Like, You
Right.
don't know who they are. Like, you can guess and you could be right, but that's not your grounds. Talk about what they did on the court. He didn't show up on the court. He played bad tonight. He was horrible. He didn't seem like he wanted it. But don't be calling him weak. Don't say he's soft, because you ain't going to tell him that to his face.
Right.
So, like, just keep it to the thing. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, that's not necessary for Snoop to have done that. I think that was in poor taste. I think it was soft. And I say that, like, to his face, like, that was soft, bro. Like, that's not the way. That's not how you do that. And again, he could have expressed his disdain for her without saying that. Like, that is like the lowest hanging fruit. Like, and that's not cool at all. It's really, really, it's mentally weak and it's emotionally unintelligent, is what I say about that.
Not the other way around.
I'm not finna play with you. Yep. What say you about that part?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't put a whole lot of thought into it other than when he said it, I was like, whoa, Snoop.
Yeah, I cringed.
All right. And then that was kind of it. Like, I was like, yeah, he got a little emotional there.
Right.
But I didn't look into it, like think much into it after that. I was like, well, there's that. Now that's just to add on to whoever else is gonna say something similar.
And Snoop has since came and apologized for saying that.
Yeah,
I don't know if there was some.
I see that coming.
There was some.
Because he's not that much of a I don't give a fuck person to not have to come back and say something at some point.
Yeah. I mean, Snoop is a brand. You know, him and Martha still doing their thing.
Oh, so that's an ongoing thing.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They
I
got
never
commercials together and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I never watched them do anything.
Like,
Like
they
I
got
seen
the-
clips and I thought
Is
that
it
was just it.
It's like a Tostitos commercial they got together. And she got the dip, and he's like, pass me the green stuff. You know, that whole
Oh,
play on
ha
words.
ha ha.
Yeah. So if you been getting into the battle rap culture, check out Caffeine. That's the new app where you'll be able to get the URL apps like their events. They're gonna stream them live. You'll be able to watch them there for free, so you don't have to pay for pay-per-views anymore. So there's a big event going down February 29th in Atlanta.
Right on.
And there's some great battles on that card. They just announced JC versus O-Red today.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're also going to have some other really good battles. They're going to have Rum Nitty versus Jerry West.
Yep.
And the headline of that card is New Jersey Twerk versus Geechee Gotti.
Geechee Gotti.
And I got Geechee Gotti 2-1.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
it'll be
Absolutely.
really dope. So check out the Caffeine app.
Shit,
Check out
Geechee
the
Mike
URL
30th dude.
TV.tv app. You know what I'm saying? There's some dope battles came down the pike.
Right.
And that Rum Nitty's an alien. He not regular.
Rum Nitty, one of them guys. You got to go back and listen to his stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to catch every bar.
He just won't.
Yeah, you're not going to catch every one. You're going to have to go back and listen to some. That dude be saying some shit. Like,
Yeah. Who you
he's
got
out
winning
there.
that battle, him and Big T?
He took it 2-1.
Yeah, I got it. Same.
But see, I think T actually got the first round.
You think?
I think T got the first round, and then Rum Nitty came back and cleaned them up the last two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, the first round, debatable.
Right.
So if somebody say Rum Nitty got the first round, I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah. So check out the Battle Rap events. They ready to call into the podcast. You know what I mean? If you have any questions and all of that stuff for me and Jay Young, eventually Rand gonna get on board. You know what I'm saying? We'll be able to go back and forth on that. All right. Jay Young, tell the people where to find you on your socials.
They can find me on Instagram and I was going to say Facebook. No. You find me on Instagram and Twitter, JYoung713. Don't do Facebook.
Wow.
It's Facebook for old people. And that's it.
Well, you can find me on the Facebook as Ilran. You can also find me on the IG as Ilran. You can find me on Google Play and Apple Music and Spotify as Ilran. And sometimes you can find me on the Twitter,
Why?
because I be Twittering,
Twitter page.
as ill
Underscore,
ran
underscore,
is
underscore bike.
and DJ the DJ.
Don't find me.
You are listening
I'll
to the
find
Yeah,
you.
I Said It podcast. Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.
BCG.
Black Couch Gang in the house. BCG Bang Bang Boogie.
All that. Gang gang.